y'all, it's Jen for Love of Iris. Welcome to day 4 of our watercolor week. Today I am showcasing a brand new stamp set that will launch in celebration in January. It is the cutest stamp set in the history of all. It's called Hey Chick, and it's got these 3 just straight up adorable stamps of chickens, and then this little bitty egg, what's coming out. Some cute sentiments. You're a good egg. Have a happy day. And hey, chick. I just think they are sublime. And I think these two are fantastic because they're big and fat. And fat is the new skinny. And I am loving them. So I made these two already because I couldn't stand it. And I thought these would be perfect to showcase in Watercolor Week. This lady here, I'm not sure if you can see her, but I just colored her with the new watercolor pencils. And I didn't use watercolor on her, actually. I just used them as regular pencils and just colored them in. And same thing with this one here. And then I did a watercolor background, just a partial background to ground the actual chicken. So let me show you what we're going to do with our last chicken. And I made her with crazy hair because I thought she needed crazy hair. I think she's fantastic. So I say she, I think they're she's. I can't really know. She is definitely a she because there is no boy what stands like that. She is saucy. So let me show you what you will need. I have a piece of watercolor paper cut to 4 by 5 1/4, a piece of sweet sugar plum cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I don't have a standard size card base. I will show you how to make a standard size card base. I've got a piece of 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock. I am going to score it at 5 1/2 on the long side. Oops, nope, score 5 1/2, Jen. Not 5. 5 1/2 on the long side. And then I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. And that creates 2 standard size. I need to change my blade. 2 standard size card bases. 1, 2. Ta-da! Okay. So, let us get started. You're going to need an ink pad, coordinating color to your cardstock, whatever you choose, your sweet chicken. And then I cut out using the swirly scribbles thinlits. I used this one to cut out a little, what reads to me, a bird nest out of soft suede. And I did all that in advance because I didn't want you to have to sit there and watch me do all this nonsense. So, since this is watercolor week, let's focus on the watercolor. All we're going to do is get our aqua painter, squeeze out a little bit of water, make sure it's wet, okay? And then just wet an area down at the bottom. I'm using bottom right. You can do it wherever you want. Just someplace to ground our sweet chicken. And then scoosh our ink pad. You don't need a whole bunch of ink, but you can use your re-inker if you want to. I stick a little bit of re-inker in there. And then just pick up some ink and just kind of drop it in there. Depending on how dark you want it is how much ink you will use. No science, no rhyme, no reason. As usual, just seat of the pants crafting. Just make sure that it's big enough, your spot, to house your nest and your chicken. What should we name her? She looks like a Clara to me. Clara. So make sure it's big enough to house Clara and your nest. So that looks good to me. I want a little bit more color down here at the bottom. I'm going to pick up, actually I think I will get my re-inker so it's just a bit more intense. Because when you scoosh your ink pad, although you do get a lot of ink on there, when you grab your re-inker, it is quite a bit more intense. See the difference in the color? Yeah, you can see that. And you can layer it. I want it a little bit darker, and I'm going to add just a bit more water out of my aqua painter, just so this doesn't have any harsh lines. And that'll do it. And I'm going to zap it with my heat tool so that it dries, because I did not prepare one of these in advance. You should let it air dry if you can, but it's such a small space, and most of it's going to be covered up anyway, that it's really not going to make that big of a difference. So I'm just zapping this really quickly. And there we have it. That is our ground for Clara the chicken. That's wonderful. Alrighty, let me get some of our fine tip glue pen here. Maybe. If I can get the lid off. Well, because I was going to use Tombow, but my Tombow's in the other room. There it goes. Okay. Some of our fine tip glue here. And just glue this bad boy down. Love our fine tip glue pen. Okay. Perfect. Stick him down here. I don't know, right about there, I guess. Look at Clara sitting there looking at y'all. Say hi, Clara. Hello, Clara chicken. I love how even though her hair is in her eyes, you can still see her eyes. Can you see that? Yep, there they are. Hello. They're so funny to me. Okay, let's get some dimensionals here. One on her head. They are perfectly sized. One for her head, one for her body. I just love these. As soon as I saw these guys in Celebration, I was like, oh yeah. And Celebration, if you are not aware, if you order $50 or more in Stampin' Up! Products, you get to choose a product from the Celebration catalog for free. So if you do not have a demonstrator or you do not have the catalogs coming your way, send me a message and I will make sure that you get some. The Occasions catalog is on its way starting January 1st, and the Celebration catalog as well will start January 1st. So if you need any of that, reach out to me and I will happily send you some. All right, now for our sentiment, I thought we would use the other sentiment, hey chick, because I think that's sweet. So let's get our stamp pad back. And again, sweet sugar plum. Hey chick. And I'm going to hold it down just a little bit more than normal because this is watercolor paper. Yes, and I want to make sure that the image stamps correctly. And I am peeling off, my washi tape is on a dispenser. So I'm peeling off just a strip of washi tape from the, what is that? Painted palette washi tape? Yeah, I think it's painted palette, or I can't remember. I'll have a link. But it's got the sweet sugar plum in there, and I just think it will be perfect as our topper there. And on one of the cards I put some at the bottom, but I actually don't think it needs any there at the bottom. So we're going to leave that as it is. Flip it over, and we're going to use just snail, because this has not worked too terribly badly. And snail this down here. Oops. Let's get it on straight. Want to? Oh my gosh. I love her. Let me close this before I stick my hand in it. And then let's flip this over. And let's stick her on our card base. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you just not think these guys are so sweet? Let me get them all in here. Look at that. I love them. I hope these make you smile just as much as they did me. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.